Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll see what is a data frame and what is the syntax for creating a data frame and accessing the elements of a data frame in R programming. So that is one of the data structure, right? So in our previous session we have seen the matrix, array, vector, etc. Now we'll see the data frame. So data frame, the first we have to go with the creation, right? And this will be done by using data.frame function. Data.frame function. And the syntax for creating this one. So usually the data frame will be represented in a tabular format. That means the complete data will be in rows and columns. And the columns will be having some names, and we can also give the names in the syntax itself, right? So go with the data.frame function, and inside the frame function we have to give the column name 1. That means the first column is equal to give the complete data in terms of vector. So value 1 comma value 2 comma and so on, right? And move with the comma, give the second column. So column name 2 is equal to, again give the values in terms of vectors, right? So similarly you can go with the different columns and finally close the data.frame function. And also you can take 3 different vectors and you can pass all those vectors into the data.frame function, right? See, I'll write here, or simply you can go with the column name 1 is equal to vector of value 1, value 2 and so on. Similarly column name 2 is equal to vector value 1 comma value 2 comma and so on, right? Then pass these 2 columns, okay, the complete data into the data.frame function, right? So call 1 underscore name, column name 1 comma column name 2. So obviously that will be the data frame, right? Now we'll see with an example. So let me open the RStudio, and first let us clear all the previous data. Yes. Now let us take a df as a data frame is equal to data.frame, okay, and give the column name. Now let us take the student details. For example, the student details. So student details means having a student name, a roll number and the percentage. Okay, first let us take the roll number. So the column name should be roll number. Roll number is equal to give the complete roll numbers as a vector, right? Let us take the 3 student details, 101, 102 and 103. These are the roll numbers of a particular student. Then the next column will be, let it be student name, st name, okay, is equal to, again give all the names as a vector, right? So 3 names we have to give. So let it be abc comma def comma ghi. 3 names. These are all the 3 names, okay, right? Comma, and the third column is a percentage. Let us take a percentage. Percentage is equal to vector 99.4, 98.5, 92.9. So this is a thing, right? Now simply print this data frame df so that you will be getting the complete data in terms of rows and columns. See, you'll be getting the data in terms of rows and columns. So roll number, student name and the percentage. the 3 columns. So this is one way to create a data frame. And one more way, what we have said, consider all these 3 as a different vectors, all 3 as a different vectors, and pass all these vectors to the data frame function. Yes. Now you can pass everything to the data frame function. df data dot function. So roll number, student name, percentage, and simply print a df. So again, it creates the same data but in terms of rows as well as columns. Okay, now we'll see how can we access the elements of a data frame, right? That means rows, right? Accessing data frame, right? So the first one, we have to go with a data frame name of index. Pass on the index. So let us take df of 1. What happens if you give df of 1? See, you'll get the complete first column, roll number, and if you pass here 2, it will give the complete second column. So return columns with specified index, right? So here the index terms with the column number, and here also the index starts with 1. And if you want to get a more than one column, let us take 1, 2 and execute. So you will get multiple columns by taking the vector as an index, right? See, data frame and C of call 1, comma, call 2, comma, so and so. So it returns multiple columns with having given index, right? So if you want to get a multiple columns, simply we have to pass a vector of column numbers as a parameter or as an index to the inside the subscript. And the next one, so in order to access the values of a particular column, then so data frame, and this is a data frame name. Okay, so in all these cases we have to consider it as a data frame name. Okay, data frame name, and here also it is a data frame name of, and inside again give the subscript and give the quotations and give the column name, so that a particular column will be returned, right? So return column having given name. Okay, see, for example, let us consider student name. Give st underscore name. So we are giving st name as an index to the data frame, right? Now you can observe. So we'll get all the data frame and student names of a particular data frame. Okay, and then, and also this can also be done in the same way, data frame name, okay, dollar column name. So this will also return column having given name. Okay, see, the same way we can also print df dollar st name. If you execute, both will get the same thing, right? This will be in the column where this will be in the row wise. Okay, all but the data will be displayed here. And you can, if you want to get only a particular column in that particular element in that column, right? See, so data frame underscore name dollar column name, inside the subscript give the index. So return element having index in specified column. For example, see dollar st name, and I will go with the 2. You can see only def will be get printed because def is a second name. Okay, and if you give here 3, you get only third one, that is ghi. And if you give 4, which is not available, so it will give na. Okay, it doesn't raise any error, it will give na, not available. Okay, so this is how we can access a particular column elements, multiple columns, the elements having with a multiple columns, and elements with a specified column name, and also the element having the index in a specified column. So these are the different ways how we can access the elements or columns from a data frame, right? So hope you understood this one. So in today's session we have seen how to create a data frame and how can we access the elements of a data frame. So hope you enjoyed and hope you understood. If you are having any difficulty, if you face any difficulty in creating or accessing the elements of data frame, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. If you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.